I remember I started going to La Cinémathèque in Barcelona, like at 14. And one day they were screening Cléo de 5 à 7, and I was just mesmerized. I was completely blown away. I thought, wow, films can be also about, just one day in the life of a woman who's full of doubts and questions about life and death. And from that moment, every film I was just there, like expecting. There are so many, moments in her career. Like, I love the documentaries she did in the 70s in LA. I think if you see these documentaries now, they are so modern. I have the fortune to know her very well, and I was the person who was like conducting Q&As with her and showing her around Spain, Madrid, Barcelona, Bilbao, and I remember just once we were in front of the sea and we were talking about this thing called the imposter syndrome, and I remember she said, of course, we all have this imposter syndrome. What's wrong with it? I will be very worried. And I didn't have that. And I think from that moment on, I tried to remember that. And I even thought about making a tattoo. But tattoos are, they're painful. So I didn't do that. And she was always someone like telling you stories about, the cats of the neighbors and some conversation she heard in a coffee shop, or even when she was 80, she was a very young person and very interesting and very interested in you and what happened with your life and how's your love life. And I think that's what makes her films so fresh. If you see one of her films now, even her first film, there is something like deeply human, like genuinely human, not just pretending to be human. And there is always something, you can connect with.
Il est amoureux. Et il a gagné gros d'être amoureux. Qui c'est la petite? Anna.
And sometimes when I'm on a set, I think about some moments of her films or some things she said, and I think she has inspired me in a very, very deep level. I always thought about, the eyes of Sandrine Bonner, the dirt in her hair, and we don't know if she's going to sleep or she's going to die. And we really feel these characters thinking, I'm going to just let me die here or I'm going to leave. And that scene always gives me goosebumps. And also there is a moment in La Glaneuse when she's looking at her hand.
Non, ce n'est pas ô rage. Non, ce n'est pas ô désespoir. Ce n'est pas ô vieillesse ennemie. Ce serait peut-être même vieillesse amie, mais tout de même, il y a mes cheveux et mes mains qui me disent que c'est bientôt la fin.
At the same time, she's thinking about mortality and she's making fun of that. And that's so rare, like when you really convey two feelings in the same very simple scene. And then when you see all these very expensive films now, who they mean nothing, and then you see this film she did with a shitty camera and, just a band and 3 people, it shows when you have a strong idea, no matter how much money you have or how much time you have to shoot, you can do something meaningful.